You are now dialed in with the Dial Brothers.
Top of the morning to you.
Hey, how's it going?
This is episode 19. 19 weeks. Man, I can't think of other than perhaps maybe like brushing your teeth or something. I can't think of anything or
This the
going to
most
church.
this the
Uh,
most consistent thing you've done, huh?
yeah. Like something I've done 19 weeks straight. Man.
Wow. And yeah, that's good. It shows what consistency, discipline. You know,
Yeah.
dad would be proud.
Yeah, yeah. He point out, he say, okay, well, make it to 50. He still keeps setting that
Yeah,
that target, that goal. But yeah, yeah.
of course, man. Last week we had so much weather. I mean,
Oh, in Dallas.
yeah. I mean, and then what? Atlanta didn't have water over the weekend.
Yeah, yeah. Our pipes are old and
Everybody's pipes old. But yeah.
yeah. Well,
I was talking to someone, they work with like the Dallas like water department. And
mm,
I mean, this is every city, but they were just telling me like how old some of these pipes are in these cities. Like he was
mhm.
like, we have a pipe that's still like, I think he said it's like made out of clay. It's so old. Like it's like 90 years old or something. So think about all
Mhm.
the stuff under us that like helps keep things moving. And it's like very old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a whole nother conversation. That's part of a politics conversation because I was at something about DeKalb County and they was talking about that we only have one water source, something, and
Mm.
if it were to go down, what's gonna happen? And so, yeah, it's just yeah. I think um, some politicians today need to uh, just what's the word I'm looking for?
Mm.
Not want to be known for some new railroad or some new arena, some new how about you be the mayor that's known for redoing these pipes? That's
Because that's not glamorous. It's
well,
not,
but okay, so
and it take a long time. And then people
yeah.
gonna be pissed because roads tore up
Yeah.
because you building pipes.
Yeah.
It's not a sexy thing. It's an
y-
important thing.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna be known for redoing the pipes.
Well,
I'll put it like that.
what I'm saying is, yeah, you're right. Ain't nobody gonna necessarily like you, anything, but
Mm-mm.
20 years from now, people
But
will, whether you alive or not.
ain't nobody about to make no statue of you because you redid
No,
the
not no
pipe.
statue, but I'm saying the mayor 20 years from now will say, "Man, we need to thank Mayor
Oh
Dickens
yeah,
for."
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so because even I've heard him talk about Shirley Franklin and whatever she did
Hmm.
to do stuff. So
Yeah.
like do something that really matters. Not that other stuff doesn't matter, but what we gonna do? Because here's the other thing: Atlanta lost a lot of money because the doggone water went out. They had to cancel concerts, even though they rescheduled them. They had to
Yeah, I
cancel
mean,
concerts and everything.
brunches were canceled, and they couldn't go to
Yeah,
restaurants. I mean, it
he
happens.
met he met with city council yesterday, I think it was, trying to get money to give to small businesses that were
Mm.
affected by the water being out. So yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, that it comes with the job. I had to do a story Monday yesterday. Um, this small city outside of Dallas, but basically, you know how some it was weird because they kept calling it a dam, and I'm like, this is not a dam. You know how some like apart apartment. Some neighborhoods or larger areas, they have like a reservoir pond
Mhm.
in the area. So they call the end of it a dam. And Sunday they were telling the because we had so much rain and stuff, they were seeing erosion on the wall of it. And like it had moved 5 feet in less than 24 hours. Like
Mm.
the dirt. And they kept saying damn, and so yesterday I had to do a story, and they didn't have to evacuate. The state inspected and said, "Well, the top of it isn't damaged, so it's fine." Um, but the mayor, who we were talking to, this is his third week. He had been on council, but he was like, I just became mayor, but I'm not going to leave here until this, because even though the state said it was fine, he was like, I still don't think it's fine. Like
Mm.
picture, because it's not any concrete or anything. It's just the wall of the edge of a pond, basically.
Wait,
And
so this thing they're calling a dam is dirt?
yeah, it's the edge of a pond, but it's like built up. Like I don't. You didn't grow up. We didn't grow up seeing levees, but I see them now because I live in other areas that have levees. But a levee is like a. Just think of it like a dirt wall. They got grass on it around a body of water.
Mm,
So if there is flooding, it'll go up to the levee.
mm.
But so picture a hill, but the
Mhm.
middle of it got cracks in it, huge cracks, and so it had moved 5
What's on
feet.
the other side of it?
Water. Oh,
No.
people's houses.
Oh.
And
Mm,
so the mayor was telling people you may have to evacuate if this gets worse. And the state came in and was like, no, it's fine. But he was like, I'm looking at the crack.
There's a
Like,
lawsuit waiting to happen.
well, it
That's not
rained
in
real bad
Allen, is
last
it?
night. Huh?
That's
No.
not an oh,
Mm-mm.
okay.
Oh,
Mm,
I had to MC at Alpha Gala in Plano, and someone from Allen Council was there, but
mm,
not him.
mm,
Yeah. All right. So I was looking at my Facebook memories, and this little pick two thing popped
mm.
up. I guess I did it like 10 years ago. Um, so Micah, what two are you going with? We're gonna put it on the screen, but I'll read it. So would you rather have $10,000 cash immediately, a brand new home, but you can never sell it or move, unlimited free medical care for life, free rent or mortgage for 6 months, a brand new luxury car you can never sell or own another car, a perfect credit score, unlimited airline tickets for life, and free groceries for 5 years? Which two would you pick?
I'm gonna have to go with perfect credit score
Same.
and unlimited airline tickets for life.
And I think those were the two I picked like 10 years ago.
Mm,
I did perfect credit score and unlimited flights, or perfect credit score and unlimited healthcare. I mean, that
mhm.
comes out of your check, so it adds up, I guess.
Yeah.
But
And the initially just looking at it on the surface, I was about
mhm.
to say free rent or mortgage for 6 months, but then
But
I'm
if you
like,
got good credit, you'll be fine. You got credit
yeah,
cards or something.
yeah,
Because initially, someone will look at, oh, well, give me $10,000 cash immediately. If you got
mm,
good credit,
yeah.
that
And man, you spend $10,000 today
yeah.
easily.
But the
And
unlimited flights, that'd be dope. The car, if I got good credit, I can get a car.
mm,
If I got good credit, I'll get a house. So, but the groceries, that's tempting too with the high prices.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
what the groceries for 5 years? That's like $10,000.
or
Well,
more.
probably more. Yeah,
Yeah, that yeah. So, but to me, with the credit score and I can fly wherever I want, like that's living. You
yeah,
can, yeah, you can do something with that. But
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we similar on our answers for that. But like you said, if it wasn't for like if one of those two weren't there, I definitely
Mhm.
probably would pick the unlimited free medical care for life
Yeah.
because you're
Because
gonna
I mean,
get
it
older.
adds up, and then you never know what may happen.
Yeah.
You don't know this guy, but Alonzo Mourning, he used to play for Miami Heat. Uh, you may recognize his face, so you can look it up. But so news came out Monday. He got his prostate removed, and this is why it's so important for men to get prostate check when you get of the age that doctors recommended. He had like stage 3. So now that he got it removed, he's cancer free. But man, it's just a
How old is he?
he's not old. Let me see.
Hmm.
But the news came out Monday. But
Go get your prostate check.
yeah, I just wanted to mention that because man, he's 54.
Mm.
Uh, but yeah, I was like, oh, yeah,
What is the age? Is it in it 40?
yeah. 'Cause I think it used to be 50, and they keep lowering it. And then, of course, black men are more susceptible to having it than any other race. So, yeah,
Yeah. And if
for
cancer
y'all
runs in
listening,
your family, you got
yeah,
yeah.
I t- I'm going all off script today. So I told Micah and my mom yesterday. I had to do a gala Saturday. Literally, since moving to Dallas, when I meet certain black people,
Um,
they're like, "Oh, are you from East Texas?" And I'm like, "No." And they keep saying there are a lot of dials in Sulphur Springs, Texas, which is East Texas, not far from Shreveport, Louisiana, but it's East Texas. So me and Mike gonna say I have to, but we need to do some investigating.
And
'Cause
now on my
I sent you some obituary pictures.
hey, now some of them people he sent pictures, I said we related.
And
They
look, what sucks is every dial I searched, they just died in the
they
last 2
did.
years. I'm like, oh
Uh, well, look, now what's interesting is there has to really be a lot of them for people to say that to you.
yeah.
Because
Like
who
literally a council member came up to me this past weekend and was like, no, like there are a lot of dials in Sulphur Springs. All dials come from Sulphur Springs. And I said, well, the dials in my family are all in Alabama. Do you know if they have any ties to Alabama? And everyone's like, I don't know that, but I just know Dial is a big name in East Texas. And Dial ain't a common last name, too.
Mm,
So somewhere
mm,
down the road, we got to be related. Somebody
yeah.
somebody from Bessemer then went to Texas.
Or we all from the same slave
Or they came
plantation.
from Texas to go to Bessemer.
I don't think that. I
Why?
I'm saying that's kind of
I'm saying they could have been a slave
backwards.
in Texas.
You saying like they started in Texas, the
Yeah,
slaves.
yeah.
Eh, I mean,
Because
now
what did you track the ancestry back to? You
wh-
did.
well, it didn't really do a good job of trying to take it back because then like as far as a lot of black people, our records and stuff aren't necessarily the best sometimes.
Mhm.
But from what I can remember, like when I was in Alabama hearing stories of stuff, but I don't want to lie, but I don't remember if it was on our grandmother's side or our grandfather's side. Um,
To an
some
Indian.
that was on our grandmother's side. I know for sure.
Mhm.
But something traced back to some white man, but I can't remember his name and like where exactly. He had some land in Alabama. Either way, I'm pretty
Mm.
sure he was the descendant, if not himself. But I don't think he was because I want to say either way, it was some funny business with some white folk and us black folk
Well,
and
that's everybody's family, but yeah.
yeah, and so either way, I think it started in Alabama, is what I'm trying to say. I
Hmm.
think um
I just
e-
don't see like it ain't like our last name is Washington or Johnson or you know what I'm saying, where there technically could be two different families that have nothing to do with each other. I just
or
dial.
or it started in both places, and what I mean by that is because our name had to have come from a white person.
Mhm.
And so unless there could have been a white Dow family in Alabama and they
Yeah,
had relatives in
yeah,
Texas.
yeah.
And
That's true.
so
Mm.
and in that scenario, well, see, this getting deep. I was saying in that scenario, we could possibly not be blood related
Yeah,
if you just got the slave owner's name, you
yeah.
know.
Hmm.
So I don't know. That's interesting. I was trying to look at I did the ancestry thing.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to get him some more money because to unlock certain things. I was
Oh,
trying to see if I saw people in Texas. It showed me a whole lot of people saying this your distant cousin,
mhm.
this your fourth, fifth, sixth cousin,
But it
but
doesn't tell you where.
you have to pay to get more information about them. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because now you got me curious. Because for people to walk up to you and tell you it's a lot of Dows in East Texas,
Yeah. I'm
what?
like, I need to take a trip to East Texas. Like
Yeah.
I need to find and I mean, this is how people stumble up on things. Like, I guess I need to just message a random dial on Facebook and just be like,
Yeah.
y'all got any ties to Alabama? I mean, and it won't look as weird coming from me because it's like, oh, he's on TV, but then they're gonna like, why is he messaging me?
And I'm
Because
surprised,
literally,
and I know people send you all kind of weird stuff, and I'm surprised
mm,
nobody has
it sent
you.
something.
Yeah, because you're on in East Texas, right?
Nah, we stopped right before East Texas.
Oh,
They got their own market. It's called
mm,
Tyler. Tyler is the city where Patrick Mahomes is from. Well, he's from White House. It's like Bessemer and Birmingham.
mm,
Patrick Mahomes is from Bessemer, but White House is Bessemer and Tyler is Birmingham.
mm.
They have their own news market.
But you
So
say it's near Shreveport, Louisiana.
yeah, Shreveport, man. Now that I like live in Texas, and no shade to people from Shreveport, like I've even heard New Orleans and Baton Rouge, people say they're like, oh, Shreveport ain't Louisiana. Shreveport is the Texas borderline, like literally the borderline. It is,
Mm.
yeah, it's very north. Yeah.
She's never said anything before, but we have a member here at the church who's from Shreveport. She's actually there now. She's never said anything before, but I want to ask her, like, do you know of any Dials in Texas?
Right, because it's literally it may be maybe an hour away.
Mm. Well, hey, I'm down for trying to dig and see if we got relatives, but I really believe it's more of a
You
white,
think it's a coincidence or?
yeah, or that really the white people are related and we not.
Hmm.
That is yeah, because there's a white girl, or maybe I should say woman,
Uh-huh.
but she's probably in her, I don't know, uh around a little, maybe a couple years younger than me. There was a white girl, I think she plays lacrosse or something. Her name is Micah, spelled the same way, last
Mhm.
name Dial. Live up north somewhere. And it's like you said, Dial's not a common name. So
Yeah.
and when I
Yeah.
saw it, I said, she related to the slave master. Hmm. But hey.
Jesus Christ. Wow, I'm sorry for taking this off script. It was just it's weird. Just because
Yeah.
like more and more people keep asking me. All right. Well, so everybody, y'all, last week we laughed at this man, but he was actually in the right. But we're gonna look at the laugh part first. Take a look.
He didn't have a license. Oh,
Is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
no, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Oh. I don't even know why he would do that.
How was he in the right?
So the news has come out that this man's license actually was not suspended. There was a clerical error like
Mm.
2 years ago, but the department that needed to be contacted was not contacted. So his license was suspended due to like some child support issue, and it was like a term of the child support or something, and it got lifted because they were like, well, he has to drive to make money or whatever. So his license actually was not suspended. He just didn't know, and the court didn't know.
Oh wow.
So people were saying the apologies need to be as loud as the y'all laughing. That video was funny.
It was hilarious though.
He said,
yeah, he like what they say, the moment you realize you done messed up.
man. And then the judge, he went away, and the judge was like, I don't know why he did that.
Yeah. Man. Oh man, what's the name of the show? Dog. Family Business on Netflix that we was watching. The
Mhm.
man who was overseas, the tall black man.
Mhm.
I swear that was that judge. I swear that was him. But
The
man.
judge was like, he was like,
and then the prosecutor or lawyer, whatever, she said, yes, sir.
like she was trying to help him.
Yeah.
Or she was like, we can postpone. He was like, no, this is
He said he need to turn himself in by 6 o'clock
Yeah.
today.
And the funny thing is he was talking, and it was like, and I mean, if he thought, I mean, still he thought his license was suspended. And so the conversation is, well, why'd you have your camera on? And the judge probably made you turn it on, but like turn it on when you park. He
And
was
the
like,
judge said, "Isn't this case about a suspended driver's license?" And then so it's like you said, just 1 second,
Yeah.
1 second.
He was like, and I'm pulling up right.
Man, but for just a second, that is the most, choose your words wisely, Mike, crazy thing that somebody's on child support and they don't pay, and you take their license away.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Because, okay, so you want, it's a lot of elements of child support that I don't understand. Because, like, you want them to pay, but
And
you
work.
take away their way to get somewhere.
Yeah, that's crazy. So
Yeah,
now
'cause
you put me in an even deeper hole because now I can't get to work.
right,
So
right.
that's yeah. So God bless people who dealing with child support stuff on both sides of the coin. The
Yeah,
both sides. But
yeah, I get it.
that's crazy.
All right, have you ever cooked something and you may have well, she didn't forget the time. She she didn't understand how her oven worked. Take a look.
I thought if I put the timer on my oven that it would turn off. I was wrong. I want to thank and praise God today that even though my yams, y'all see that? Glory to God. Were in the oven for 4 hours. My house is still here. Huh?
When you first sent me that video, I literally well, first of all, I watched it without listening to it the first time. And I
Mhm.
thought it was a pan of charcoal. Is what I thought it was. And I'm like, so then I listened and she said she put the timer on there and it didn't stop the oven. But she said, but my yam's been in there for 4 hours and my house is still here. She said, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. But man,
How like I don't think anyone's oven turns off when the timer turns off. This ain't no easy bake oven. Like what
yeah.
made her think you set the timer and the oven's gonna cut off? Also, is this your first time using an oven? Like that you thought it's gonna cut off
And
and you didn't smell it?
you ain't lying. Maybe they left. I would imagine some ovens might have that feature. I've never used the one that has that feature. I don't think. But mm,
Yeah,
uh,
it looked like charcoal.
have you ever burned something that bad before?
This is really bad. I was, I think, making a pizza or something, and I fell asleep.
Mm,
And I
mm.
know someone who was cooking, fell asleep, and their apartment got caught on fire. Like they got burned, but they're alive still. They're news.
We have a family member who that happened to,
Ugh,
and
man.
yeah, and I'll tell you after who it was if you don't know. But um, but yeah, a close family member.
Uh,
Um, but yeah, that's I've not quite that bad, but I've burned up a cake before, but not like that. It was
mhm.
just too hard to eat on the outside, but
Ugh.
it wasn't like that. That's
You just lost track of time.
look, yeah, yeah. I was trying to what ended up happening was I went and checked it when the time was supposed to go check it. But I said, okay, I want to leave it there a little longer. And I went and started doing something and lost track of time.
Mhm.
Where our home house is,
Mhm.
they put the homeowners association put a letter in the mail. And at first I didn't really read it because it was like asking for money. And
Mhm.
then when I read it, it said on the last street, a house caught on fire. And
Oh,
it was bad. Like I drove back. I have to send you the pictures. That house, it's gone. And the fire was so bad they even put it in the letter, but you can see it. It affected the two houses on the sides of it. Like
wow.
they
The heat.
have tarps up on the sides of their house. I guess it like melted or burned
Yeah.
the side and all. I was like, man, I felt
Wow.
so bad. I mean, I guess I didn't feel bad enough to give any money, but I felt so bad. I was like, oh my goodness. But nobody got hurt, thank God.
Well,
But
that's good.
can you imagine? I don't know if they were home or what, but let's just say
Mhm.
you weren't home. Can you imagine pulling up to your house and it's this is not funny, but pulling up to
Yeah.
your house and it's gone?
Yeah.
Man,
My when I lived in Columbia, the apartment building next to mine burned down while I was at work.
that's
It's
so
crazy.
sad because there's some stuff you can't get back.
Yeah.
Like like
Yeah.
like that bulldog painting behind you. That you
Or
the other
the other
way.
way.
You I mean, I'm just saying, like certain things
Yeah.
that you just like if you had something that was dad's, like you
I do. Yeah.
can't replace that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. I literally, and I haven't done it. I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm about to go buy a safe, like a fireproof safe, and
Mhm.
anything that's sentimental,
Oh wow.
I'm putting it in. Safe.
When I come home, you ain't gonna wear it, but I have something of Dad's that, of course, I can't fit anymore. That I was gonna see if you want it.
What is it?
This is a polo. It's behind me too. It's a purple polo. It's like Ralph Lauren, but I've had it. I stole it from him so long ago.
That had
And
to
I stole it in college, boy.
Look, I'm like, it had to have been a long time ago. Somehow you stole it for you to wear.
Whatever. So I'll bring it, see if you want it.
I
But
might not necessarily want it.
Why not? It's a purple polo.
Mm,
Just iron it. It's literally, I have it in a pile here because it was with something else that I was going to bring home.
When? Oh, no, that's not this weekend. That's the next weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Moving along. So I don't think our parents would be this creative. So this woman, she sent like a diss track to her mom. Like she was Joan, I won't say Joan no more. She was getting on her mom.
I haven't heard that word in forever.
With Joan?
Yeah.
And her mom and dad sent a diss track back. Y'all listen.
You think you're so cool making little disses to your mama. Took my whole face and then my waist, now this is karma. I'll tell you about yourself, no nobody know you better. I'm not your little friend, paid you someone come and get her. Remember first grade when you peed on yourself? I picked you up and told nobody, kept it to myself. And when you were first born, you threw up in my mouth. I didn't even throw you, I'm a bad mama now.
Mom had some bars. She was
Yeah. She's talking about, remember when you peed on yourself in the first grade? I ain't tell nobody. It's like, dang, now you pulling up real stuff from the past that you've been holding on to. Like, you ain't have to say all that.
Man, and I ain't even play the whole part. The mom was like, I ain't about to waste my time. I'm gonna have your dad get on. And then dad started rapping. And I guess the woman doesn't have children yet, because the song starts with the mom saying, drop some grandchildren at my door. Like she was getting on the daughter.
Oh wow.
I was like,
what did the daughter say to them?
I don't know. The daughter started the clip saying, I sent a diss track to my mom. I did not think she was gonna do one back. And they had to have like a brother, a young brother or something, because how they put the music and stuff behind it. Like,
yeah.
You
talking about the parents had to have help.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
I mean, she didn't look old, so I mean,
yeah.
Maybe they did it on their own, but it was funny because they brought the dad in at the end. But the mom was flowing. Like,
yeah, it's like, yeah, you ain't got to bring up embarrassing stuff from the past.
She said, "You was a kid. It's all right. It's all right." All right. So I've seen videos of people do this. I will never and have never done it. Would you be at an event in a restaurant or something and basically play card roulette?
Like you said, I've seen people do it. I think what we about to show them, I don't see anything wrong with doing it in like a Waffle House type situation. But I've seen people do it.
Got it.
I've seen people do it in expensive restaurants. But like you said, you might not have it. And like I've also seen videos where there's somebody at the table who's saying, I am not participating in that. Like,
I would be that person, regardless if I have it or not. Especially certain places I go to, I know what the total bill is. I went to someone, a journalist who I know was leaving. Left Dallas to go to Boston, and so we had a little brunch for him. And like the place we were at, they only brought one bill, but they were like, if y'all split it up yourselves, then I'll give you separate receipts. So we over here doing the math. And I saw that whole bill. Like, I wish I would put my card on, because some people got it like that, and some people want the points. So they're like, "Oh, put it on my card," and then y'all Zelle me. I'm like,
well, yeah. See, that's the thing too. Is like, can you even front the money? Not even to like you just gonna pay it. Can you even front it? And you relying on them to pay you back?
I can front a Waffle House check, but still, somebody might not have it. Like,
yeah. And I think unless you just know, but sometimes you don't know, unless you just know everybody don't embarrass anybody.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Y'all look at this video. This man was mad.
Any card, pick a card, any card.
He was like, mm-mm. But the thing is, like you said, if you ain't have a little extra cash, don't even put your card in
you shouldn't
there.
even put your card over there.
I
Yeah.
was wondering, why were they cards so bent up?
Yeah. I don't know. Them cards been through something. But hey, like you said, he should have never got in the game if he wasn't willing to.
And granted, I mean, what was it? 4 of them? I mean, Waffle House plus Waffle House. I mean, the bill couldn't have been more than $50.
Yeah.
I would hope not.
75 at the most. But
I mean,
yeah.
shoot, 75.
It couldn't have been. But like you saying, going to them brunches and restaurants and stuff,
Oh,
depending on
yeah,
how many
no.
people, you mess
No.
around and have $1,000 bill.
Yeah, no.
Depending on what you getting. But
Yeah.
then I think too, how do you feel about, especially when it's someone's birthday or whatever, the whole we gonna split the bill evenly thing? And people sometimes say,
So
well,
that the birthday person will have to pay for their food, or
well, that's part of it, but it's like, let's just say the bill is $500.
oh yeah, no.
And
No.
it's 6
No.
people, but the 6th person is the birthday person. And so
I understand picking up something from the birthday. Like we all pay for something from the guy who's leaving bills. Like I pay for one of his drinks. Someone else pay for his meal. Someone else pay. I get that, but no, I'm not doing.
I'm talking about where it's
no.
It's $500. So the 5 of us, we about to pay $100 each.
No.
And wait, all I got was $34.
Right.
So
And I've seen videos of people criticizing people like that, saying, just pay the bill. No, because some people, especially at adult settings, some people got some expensive drinks. I ain't getting no expensive drink. I may have gotten 1 drink. You got 4 drinks. Like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because I came in the door knowing I'm not spending more than a certain amount of money.
Exactly. And you don't know what everybody's financial setup is, man. Like, a lot of people be faking the funk. So you may think they got money and they don't. Yeah, I'm not splitting the bill. I mean, it got to be a setting where, like, I really like the people, and the bill got to be a certain threshold still. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
But yeah, like you said, online there's videos of people in like fights because of it.
But also, and when I would set up brunches and stuff, like, I would check with the restaurant first, like, can y'all do separate tabs? Is gratuity already added? Like, you got to know all that stuff coming in too. Because I mean, some people I don't feel bad because, like, you knew you was going to Ruth's Chris and they only do X bill, like, or something like that.
Yeah. What's the point of it? I mean, I know it's probably easier, but
it's easier. And they look at it as, you're at a restaurant of a certain status,
you ought to have money.
We ain't about to be, you pay $10, let me give you giving 15 receipts. Nah.
But that's assuming that there's somebody at the table who can just pay the whole thing. And it's like,
that's the assumption when you walk in that restaurant.
To me, you getting the same money either way. If you're saying you only got 60 and you got 83, okay, I give you 2 separate receipts. Yeah, I don't care.
Some places that's against their policy.
Yeah, I know.
And it's beneath them to do. I think everyone should have them handheld things that some people have, where you just, like, they're clicking your items right there and you pay on the handheld device. Because, I mean, you're not printing separate receipts. You just, like, okay, this person got this, and then pop up the total. Yeah. All right. What is considered ghetto in your opinion when it comes to home decor?
You ain't seen ghetto. She's spray painted some plates. It look good though. Y'all ain't seen ghetto yet, boy. What? I got the most ghetto mama in the world, bro.
What do you consider ghetto home decor, Mike? Was that ghetto or was that creative?
I think a better word might have been tacky. I think it was
Okay.
tacky. I don't know if I would say it's ghetto. I think saying that could be offensive. Not that you can avoid offending people all the time, but
Mhm.
I think that could be a little offensive because, like I said, it's creative. But I think the fact that it's noticeable that you went and got these plates from Dollar Tree, um, that's the problem to me. Is that it's
And spray
noticeably
painted them.
plates. Yeah,
And spray painted them. I
yeah,
mean, they made art. They made wall. I think. Now, granted, I would never have that in my house. I think if it was just one,
you're
then you
right.
could be like, "Oh, it was kind of art."
Yeah,
She had multiple,
yeah. She was
and
proud of her
I was
work.
looking at the paint on the wall. It was just the room itself was just.
Yeah, he said, "My mama ghetto." Yeah, it was creative. I give it that. It was creative. It was
It
like a
was something.
elementary school project that your children bring home. Um, we painted plates at school today, but
That's what it looked like. That's what it
hey,
looked like.
she wow, yeah, and it would have been better if they were perhaps like hard plates, some type of
Like
hard.
glass plates.
Or no, like a hard type plastic or something. Not them was paper plates. Like,
That she spray painted.
yeah. And then how in her mind, as she's actually making this, is she saying,
Mhm.
"Oh yeah, this is a good idea. Like this is coming together." Nah. Mm-mm.
I just one you could say is art because it is. I mean, art comes in different forms, but she was. Hmm,
I guess like they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
I guess so.
Mm.
All right, there was. We're gonna end the show on. There was fireworks. Man, did you watch this hearing? Did you watch the
Not I
Fauci
just
hearing?
saw a couple of pieces of it.
And I just happened to turn the TV when your Congresswoman from Georgia, Marjorie Taylor Greene, got up to bat. Whew, man,
She's
it was.
ridiculous.
Yeah. So MTG refused to call Dr. Fauci doctor, amongst other things. Basically, it was a Republican-led hearing, um, claiming Fauci misled people, gained a lot of money from the pandemic. Just a lot of these allegations, a lot of which were not true. So they had the hearing yesterday. But listen to Georgia's own Marjorie Taylor Greene.
The American people deserve to be abused like that, Mr. Fauci, because you're not doctor. You're Mr. Fauci in my few minutes.
Mr. Chairman, of order. Just in terms of the rules of decorum, are we allowed to deny that a doctor is a doctor just because we don't want him to be a doctor?
Yes, because in my time, that man does not deserve to have a license. As a matter of fact, it should be revoked, and he belongs in prison.
What do you think about that, Mike?
I'm extremely ashamed of her constituents in North Georgia
Mm.
that they are supporting her in her foolishness. Like, at what point, and I guess it just don't matter anymore today in politics, but where's the decorum? And was it Raskin, whatever his name is, was that him who said, Mr. Chairman, you calling him out of his name, or you refusing to acknowledge him that he is a doctor? And she's saying,
one of the Republicans, and he was like, "This don't mean I'm agreeing with Marjorie Taylor Greene." He said the decorum room rules reference lawmakers, like you're showing decorum to your colleagues, not decorum to a person providing testimony.
still, that's so. If he's and then out the gate, she's saying, during my time, you're Mr. Fauci, you're not Dr. Fauci. Like, okay, you're not a congresswoman. You're Miss Green.
Yeah, I understand, the Republican Democrat politics, but like something like I just don't like COVID was not fake. Now, did people make bad advisements sometimes along the process? Sure. Yeah.
The former president.
No, I'm saying so. Yeah, so like, are people gonna make mistakes? Yeah, but like one of the Democrats who was on the committee, his mom and stepdad died from COVID, and so he was very passionate, and he talked right after Marjorie Taylor Greene. And so it's like to say Dr. Fauci should be in jail and he didn't save people. Like, I don't buy that. And that ain't got nothing to do with politics. That's just science and reality. Like,
Foolishness on
so many
Marjorie
people
Taylor Greene.
died.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I cannot allow this episode to end without talking about my girl because I am so ticked off. I'm talking about Angel Reese. Man, but what she said yesterday is what put the cherry on top for me. And it's true. But basically she said that the WNBA and women's basketball is not being talked about just because of one person. It's
That's
being
true.
talked about because of her too. And as people kept saying, and some people may disagree with this, the only reason, now I'm about to say it in the form of a quote. I don't really like the quote, but I'm going to say it in the form of a quote. The only reason we know about the greatness of Caitlin Clark is because of Angel Reese.
I wouldn't say because of Angel Reese. I wouldn't say because of Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark still broke records in college. Like, that is a
Well, nobody
fact.
talking about that.
Yes, they
Okay,
were.
going back to
Why do you
Angel
think?
Reese's
Hold on.
point.
Why do you think the buildup to the game was so big for that championship game?
Going
It's
back
because Caitlin Clark had broke records and stuff, and Angel Reese was on a good LSU team. Yes,
Look,
Caitlin Clark went to the finals twice and lost. That is a fact. But when you look at individual player stats for women's basketball, Caitlin Clark is great. You can't deny that. I agree with you on the conversation. I agree with what Angel Reese said. I agree with it. Did you watch Monica McNutt get on Stephen A. Smith?
yeah, now to me, she's being disrespectful, but
No, she wasn't.
yes, she was.
How was it disrespectful, Mike?
Because is she gonna take that jab at him talking about Stephen A. with your platform? You could have been talking about this 3 years ago.
Is that not an accurate statement? They're friends, and so she was calling it like it was.
Everybody could have been talking about it 3 years ago, but it wasn't.
And she's saying with his platform, if you care so much about it, why weren't you talking about it to the level of you saying you talk about it?
Nobody was talking about it.
That's not true.
I'm saying not.
Like, to be real, you a new WNBA fan.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So there are people who were talking about this before.
Okay.
I talked about A'ja Wilson before she came in the league. Like,
Listen,
you didn't know who A'ja Wilson was, and A'ja Wilson's the face of WNBA.
Listen, Angel Reese, part of in her statement yesterday, this is the part I think
she was referring to the rookie class.
Oh, yeah, but listen, but she gave herself a lot of credit and said 20 years from now she gonna be able to look back and say she did that. But either way, listen.
Well, good.
A big part of it is what she said that she's mainly talking about people who, me included. She said there are people who were not WNBA fans, who were not sports fans. She's talking about she brought a whole these celebrities and stuff that's going to these games.
She did. I'm not disagreeing with you.
And so it's like
I've always said it was more than Caitlin Clark. Yes, Caitlin Clark is the cash cow for them. Like, but some of these things is just like, it's not just coincidental timing. WNBA could have got them girls private flights before Caitlin Clark if they wanted to. They could have got sponsors. Someone could have did that. Like, it ain't no now Caitlin getting y'all flights. Like, no.
That's a different part of the argument that really a whole lot of groundwork was done before Caitlin Clark came.
My thing is, I just don't like the narrative, and I think this is why Monica McNutt and other people have been going so in on these male commentators, because you can't use the word jealousy, like, because you wouldn't say that with guys. If this was LeBron's son coming into the NBA and some other people, and LeBron's son was getting fouled hard, they would not be categorizing it how they're categorizing it with the women. I'm saying, oh, they just hating on Caitlin Clark. Or maybe they're just like, okay, we've been in this league. You knew in this league. Like, are they not supposed to be physical? Like, it's just a different set of rules for women and how we talk about women's sports versus men. Like,
I'm
we would
perfectly
never be
fine
having
with
these
him beating up
conversations.
on her.
I'm saying we would never be having these conversations if we were talking about Bronny and other rookies in the NBA. We wouldn't have
And
these
here's the
conversations.
other thing: I just like Angel more than Caitlyn. Even to just listen to
Duh,
them.
you've already established that.
I'm saying just listen to them talk. Angel speaks from a place of I'm a rookie,
She relates to you, is what you're saying.
or maybe she's more real. She's
Mhm.
Angel. I mean, Caitlin Clark is a doggone. Well, never mind. Never mind.
And then this what pissed me off from a journalistic standpoint. A lot of journalists already have their reservations about him. Pat McAfee, I don't know if you saw his comments yesterday. He be talking to Aaron Rodgers and stuff. He's out there. But Pat McAfee, who ESPN gave a huge contract to, he was trying to make a point, but there is no justification for. Do you know what I'm talking about? What he said
I feel like
yesterday?
I saw a tweet with his name, but I can't tell me what did he say.
Basically, he said people need to stop saying the rookie class, the rookie class. No, it's this white B who is basically who's the league. But he was like trying to like joke, but he called her a white B on national TV. He gave some backhanded apology, but it's like if a black commentator, if Stephen A.
He
Smith or
lost his
someone
job.
called her a white B, like they would have been fired. People would have
Yeah.
been protesting.
Yeah.
And this man is gonna keep his nice salary at ESPN and they ain't gonna do nothing to him. I take offense with that. And I tweeted that yesterday. Just because, can you imagine the outrage with all this coddling of Caitlin Clark that's been going on in the media? Can you imagine the outrage if a black commentator called her a white B, regardless if you were trying to make a point or not? You called her a white B on national TV. That rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I was talking to one of my friends. Like, I haven't even watched a WNBA game in like 3 weeks, just because I'm just so tired of the narrative. And like, it's all these new viewers are good, but their comments are ignorant and make me upset. So
you
like,
want it to just be about basketball.
yeah, and
Yeah.
people just finding storylines and crap for no reason. But
Yeah.
whatever. All right, Micah said we're not doing no shoes, so
Look, yeah, we can get off basketball. I about to say because it's similar to how they coddle LeBron.
No, and this is true in the sense of like certain players, they made rules for Jordan. LeBron gets favorable calls, but in other sports, certain players get favorable. Tom Brady got favorable calls. Wayne Gretzky in hockey got favorable calls. So I'm not saying that's not going to happen. Yeah, Caitlin Clark is the longest she's in the league, she's going to start getting calls because she's Caitlin Clark. But I just don't like people saying, "Oh, these women are jealous of her." Dang, man, y'all would not say that if it was guys. That's my whole thing.
And I mean, and she's a rookie, so she's gonna get better over
Right.
time.
And this is what I want. She talks crap too. Like, it's not like she's some innocent little baby. She a grown woman. She talk trash. Okay, that's good for the game, but don't coddle her and other players getting clothesline and you ain't saying nothing about that. Like,
Yeah. And I think people took for granted the talent of the women that were already in the league because she ain't shining the way she was shining in college.
right. And that's expected. And then people called the big legendary people in WNBA who are still playing, Diana Taurasi, who's not black, other players who are not black, have said it's going to be an adjustment for her. And it is, but they called them haters when they said that before she got in the league. No, it's an adjustment. You're going from playing college players to playing people who do this for their living. It's different. I think she had 3 points one game last week. Like, it's an adjustment. That don't mean she gonna suck, but it's just an adjustment. Whatever.
Well, I'm excited about going to my game on July 2nd, I think it is, to see Angel. And I really, if I could get a hold of one, they keep being sold out. I'm sure gonna sit in Atlanta with a Chicago Sky jersey on. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am. Because now I've been actually following the Atlanta Dream. And
you can't name 2 players.
I can't think of the names right now. Look, this is how I'm kind of feeling about it. Similar to how I feel about Alabama and Georgia. That
Oh my God.
I support Atlanta Dream as long as they're not playing Chicago.
Okay. All right. Mikey, you a new sports fan.
Well, thanks to Angel.
Okay.
Hey, look. They didn't believe in Angel, but God did.
Shut up. Jesus Christ. All right. Wrap this thing on up. I don't even remember what episode number this is.
Look, next week, episode. Is that right for y'all to see? Or I don't know.
That way.
Episode 20.
Oh, cool. Oh, okay. So 21 we're gonna do at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll probably, or I can go to Publix and you can go to Publix. Well, y'all don't have Publix, do you?
Don't have Publix. What you cake for 20?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Kroger.
Yeah, we could both get a cupcake or something for next week. Might even try and get a 2-0 balloon behind me or something for episode 20. And through how many more weeks are left in the year? Like how many, if we go all the way through the end of the year, how many episodes would that be? I don't know.
Did we start this year or last year? We started this year.
This year.
Yeah.
We started this year. If we're at just bear with me for just a second, guys. 1, 2, 3.
But we didn't start the first week of January.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. After, so that's 49. The last week this year will be 49. From season one. That kind of sucks. I wish it was gonna be 50. That's gonna be 49. We're gonna have to double up one week and do 2 episodes in 1 week. We have 50 episodes this year.
It'd do a year ender episode, so that'll make it 50.
Yeah. Or yeah. I was gonna say, or maybe even we can have a special edition episode that comes out like after the cruise or something. I don't know. Yeah, we have to get creative.
Are you ready for the cruise?
I am.
I think you're gonna be nervous when you see all that water.
I'm not afraid of water.
I'm talking about at night, like you're the only source of light.
But yeah, see, I've never been in a situation like that.
Like how dark the ocean is. It's so dark. Like
I'm just afraid of pirates and
our ship will not be taken over by pirates. Okay.
Look, well, I mean, I guess they have guns and stuff, but as many of us that are on there, we better fight. We better fight.
I can't wait to see you fight.
Look. I'm gonna be off in some kind of where the kitchen is, up under some pots and pans. Look, I'm gonna be hiding. I'm like, oh no. But I'm excited about it. I'm excited going to the Bahamas, going to Mexico. And somebody here at church, she went on the Royal Caribbean to Cozumel in November. And she said, and I told her, I said, I literally was going to try and talk you out of it because I saw, not out of the cruise, out of this excursion, because I saw some other excursions. I was like, it would be pretty cool. She said, please, for me, go to the ruins,
that's what we're doing.
I know, but I never told you it was something else. They had like this Cuban cigar making thing. And I was like, you know what? I could go see Doggone Rocks the next time. But
you could do both.
Nah, I think when I was looking at the way the time is for them, I don't think it would work. That excursion's on the same day. I don't think it would work. I mean, we can look back at it, but I don't think it would work. In fact, we can look when we get off of here.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. You're going on your first cruise. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And a much needed break for you. So
yeah. I look, listen, Dialed In fam. All that, even though I had some supporters who texted me about me choosing budget airlines, but listen, Dialed In fam, because when I bought the tickets for the flights for this cruise, I had some money. I got good seats on Delta going back and forth.
In comfort.
Delta Comfort, you right. Going and coming back to and from Miami. So I'm excited about that.
Tickets were bought before, huh?
Yeah, I bought those tickets when I had some money. So I'm excited about that. I was looking at it the other day. I said, ooh. In fact, and I almost did it for the flight going. I could have upgraded to first class for really not that much money, but to upgrade it coming back, it was like $300, and I was like, oh no.
And it's your first time going to Miami, so there you go.
Yeah, and I'm not even though we about to have a whole nother episode, but I'm not a partier or anything like that. But we'll have to find something to do Sunday night because well, I don't know what time you get there, but we get there Sunday night or evening, and then sail out on Monday. Well, so that should be cool, and then get back on Saturday. So yeah,
it's gonna be fun. All right, thank you guys for watching episode 19 of the Dialed In Show. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thank you guys for your support. I need y'all to share stuff more on your social media, so please do that.
See you
See you same time, same place next week.